findings tell a different story of Earth's past civilizations. We're talking about way before the Great Flood. Earth, our little blue planet that we call home, it has faithfully orbited the sun for nearly 6 billion years, we believe, and has weathered many changes throughout that incomprehensible amount of time. Even though scientists and researchers learned a great deal about the history of our Earth, there are still more questions than there are answers at this point. Humans are often thought of as the most evolved species in the history of life on our Earth, but what the history books don't tell us is there's a distinct possibility there are advanced civilizations that existed on Earth for millions and even billions of years before modern man. But there have been mass extinctions, evolution, and also forbidden history. We're taught that life slowly evolved from a single-cell organism, eventually becoming a wide variety of species because of Earth's ability to sustain life forms, along with life being able to adapt to any given environment. But we also know that Earth's environment is not always so forgiving. There have been many mass extinctions that have taken place due to catastrophic events such as meteor strikes that wipe out the dinosaur and even, of course, volcanic winters. However, the extinction of the dinosaurs is recent history as far as Earth is concerned. That happened about 65 million years ago. There are still billions of years worth of history that are still a complete mystery to us. Interestingly, there have been several findings that will make you question the true lineage of intelligent life here on Earth. The dinosaurs were wiped out about 65 million years ago, and that is a drop in the ocean compared to the age of the Earth, which in theory we believe to be about 6 billion years old. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. The few instances below are odd. They're coincidence, natural, or purely wrongly interpreted. You decide. Finding number 1 has to do concerning Adam's bridge, believed to be about 1.7 million years old, and this is what we can see right here. NASA satellites photographed a mysterious ancient bridge between India and Sri Lanka, as mentioned in the Ramayana. The bridge was first mentioned in the ancient Indian Sanskrit epic Ramayana of Valmiki. The name Rama's Bridge or Ramasetu refers to the bridge built by the Vanara or ape men, the army of the Lord Rama in Hindu theology, which he used to reach Lanka and rescue his wife Sita from the demon king Ravana. The holy book of the Hindu religion is thousands of years old, and when the rocks that made up the bridge were tested, they were found to have been placed in the water about 1.7 million years ago. The length of the bridge would have been 30 kilometers long. There are some theories that this formation is natural. However, many others suggest that it is artificial, and we'll leave it up to the reader to decide. The second findings are number 2, metallic tubes, 65 million years old. In 1968, researchers Druet and Salfati reportedly found a collection of semi-ovoid metallic tubes embedded within chalk from the Cretaceous period, which means that they were approximately 65 million years old. So they were embedded in Cretaceous rocks. Okay? These tubes were in the rocks. The rocks made in the Cretaceous period 65 million years ago. That's the period of the dinosaur extinction. The metallic tubes appeared to have been crafted by intelligent beings, as we see, who knew how to bend and mold metal. The discovery, made in Saint-Jean-de-Livet in France, was not widely publicized and has been left out of the history books. Nonetheless, the findings suggest intelligent beings were in fact present on our Earth more than 65 million years ago. Now, interestingly, 65 million years ago is exactly when the dinosaurs are thought to have gone extinct. So what made them go extinct? Was it perhaps something that also became present on the Earth at that time? This always raises up questions. Finding number 3, a single shoe sole, 230 million years of age. And here is an image of it, the back of the sole of the shoe, the heel part, in the Triassic rock from Nevada, dated 213 to 248 million years old. Now, long before the age of the dinosaurs, there were intelligent beings here who apparently wore shoes just like we do. At least that's what a mysterious imprint found in Nevada would tell us. The New York Sunday American published the article back in 1922, written by and claimed a minor and skilled geologist found a shoe print in a rock from the Triassic period. The print left by a mysterious being included detailed stitching patterns that was evident even to the naked eye. You could see the stitching patterns in the back of it. Partial shoe sole from the rock in Nevada. Furthermore, the print contained an indentation in the form of a heel, and upon further analysis, scientists determined the print was made anywhere between 213 and 248 million years ago. Who could have possibly been walking our Earth 100 million years before dinosaurs even existed? Finding number 4, metallic spheres are 2.8 billion years old. And you can see that they have a groove around the equator of it. Perhaps the most intriguing discoveries that suggest intelligent life has existed on Earth for much longer than previously thought are the large collection of metallic spheres found by miners in South Africa. These spheres have been dated to be about 2.8 billion years old. They are a complete mystery to researchers, and they appear to be made by some kind of intelligent life form because of the grooves that were etched into some of them. Obviously, this is not a natural product. It's been created like that with grooves right in the middle, 3 of them. Currently housed at the Klerksdorp Museum in South Africa, many of the globes defy our current understanding of the evolution of life on Earth. According to this discovery, intelligent life has existed for billions of years longer than previously thought. Now, Earth's mysterious past. Humans are often thought of as the pinnacle of sentience in the long history of life on Earth. And even though mainstream science tries to convince us intelligent life did not exist until about 50,000 years or so ago, there have been several discoveries to suggest there is much more to Earth's history and anthropology in Earth's past. After all, the Earth is nearly 6 billion years old, and we only have just started on the road to discovery. The evidence tells us there were advanced civilizations throughout the entire history of our planet, but where they came from and what happened to them is, of course, still unknown to us. The only thing we know for certain is that if there were advanced civilizations, they either were very careful of what they left in space or they never got there. The only space junk we found has been created and left by humans. Also, the Earth and Moon and Mars would have had to have been totally wiped clean physically, chemically, and also radioactively for there to be absolutely no evidence to be found of a previous advanced civilization. So the only way to get answers to these questions is to keep digging, exploring, and always being aware of the limitations of our current knowledge. This is by Ankh Beyond Diem, and it's on Bended Reality. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.